We're gonna have to build an ark if this rain doesn't let up. Y'all still playing Scrabble?
Uh-huh.
Thought you'd be finished by now.
So did I.
Look, Shook, cayenne pepper now can make my jambalaya.
Gumbolaya?
Lawyer's dead set on us having this family Sunday sit-down thing tomorrow with the kids. Dinner's on the table at 1. We'll all be sick by 1:30. Can we set you a place?
No, thank you. Besides, Mama's invited us out to breakfast. After that, I'm gonna unpack and feng shui my office for the rest of the afternoon.
Oh, boy. Whose turn is it?
Yours still.
And I still say that last thing you put down is not a word.
Fine, look it up, lose a turn.
Hey, I thought this was just going to be a friendly game.
There are rules, Emmy.
Yeah, your rules.
Game rules. Maybe if you'd concentrate, we could get...
You're reading a book.
Could have read two by now. You know, we should have had this girl time at my house.
I'm sorry. I told you I had to babysit Emmett, and then Davis needed me to help him fix that video camera, and then I saw Collier was wearing his underpants inside out. I knew I had to do the laundry.
Ooh, poison arrows.
Oh, here we go.
No, honey, the way this furniture is set up in here, you're blocking energy. You're attracting bad chi.
Don't tell me you really believe in that feng shui stuff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I bought the book on a lark, but I'm open to new things.
That stuff may fly in Shanghai, but in Birmingham, a chair is just a chair. Oh, look here. Here we go. F-U-N-G, as in feng shui.
You can't do that. It's Chinese. It's F-E-N-G.
Oh, fine. I got one of those, too. There you go.
You know what? You want to cheat? Go ahead. At this rate, we're going to finish this game when you finish your new book.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Besides Feng, you haven't written a word in months.
You don't think I can do it, do you? You think I'm just a one-book wonder, that I'm too lazy to finish it?
Those are your words, not mine.
Well, I'll tell you something. Even if I had the time, I don't have the money to go traipsing all over East Moses trying to get those interviews.
It has nothing to do with time. You've got to make the time. And if it's about money, go on the internet and find yourself a grant. Now, will you take that word?
Oh, fine, fine. Here. N-O. No. Game's over. You win.
What are you doing?
Girl time is over, too.
You know what? You're not mad at me. You're mad at yourself for procrastinating.
Well, I'm not going to procrastinate anymore. Go home. I have work to do. I'm going to go finish what I started. Happy now?
Any day now, I will hear you say goodbye, my love, and you'll be on your way. In my wild, beautiful world, you will have flown. Ain't easy now. I'll be gone alone.
Mama, I'm not doing this.
All I'm asking you to do is to pick out a photo.
For your funeral program, why are you thinking about this?
Well, I'm just putting my house in order. You never know when the Lord will see fit to take you.
Mama, you know, you've been acting real funny ever since I moved out of Daddy's old office. You're not still upset, are you?
No, I'm not upset.
Okay, then. So when you gonna come see my new space? I've been in there a week already.
And when you gonna come back to church with me? You haven't been there since Christmas.
Mama, you know how busy I am. I have boxes to unpack.
Your father made time for service. Feng shui my foot. Does this mean you're not a Baptist anymore?
No, it does not, Mother.
Because I am starting to think that you don't believe. In fact, I don't know what you believe in.
I believe you're too young to be planning your funeral.
Well, if I don't, I just might end up in a platinum casket with Whitney Houston popped in at the waist, saying, I'll always love you.
Oh, Mr. Burnett, I don't know what his son was thinking about.
I always said that child wouldn't heal.
Mama, I would never do that to you.
I know, but just in case, I wrote down what I want. I want orchids, not carnations. And his eye is on the sparrow, not Amazing Grace. And Renee, I want people to remember me at my best. So if you could please just tell me, which picture do you like?
Then will you come see my new office?
You want to pick out a photo?
I'll let you know when you come to the office.
Then I will see you after church.
Oh, hey, you fixed the video camera. Thanks, David.
No problem. Ready for your close-up? Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Look, Mary Elizabeth, our little tadpole's grown into a frog.
Yes, oh, Collier, don't put it there. It's getting all over my paper.
Well, I got him, Mr. Sims.
All right.
Oh, man. Davis, would you please stop doing this? I'm trying to work here. Get that out of here.
Put these in the fridge for me, please.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So, what's all this? Oh, this is information about grants for writers.
Is this for your book on the unsung heroes of the civil rights movement?
Yes. I'm thinking of calling it Lift Every Voice and Sing, you know, after the Black National Anthem.
She was on the web all night.
I'm telling you, there's money out there for just about anybody who wants it. I mean, look at this. Second generation Hungarian oral histories. $5,000.
$1,000 for short stories of non-smoking, teetotaling Baptist women?
I'm telling you, they're giving it away. I'm gonna get me some. I'm gonna finish this book come hell or high water.
Well, you better hurry, because the high water's already here.
Boo, where's Miss McGillicuddy?
Didn't you put her in the bag?
Would you please get this stuff off my papers?
Sorry, Mrs. Sims. I thought you did that.
Johnny, I cannot keep track of everything. I mean, we need to get organized. We need to make a list so we don't keep forgetting this stuff.
Well, I know, and we will, but what are we going to do right now? Okay, Emmett's going to cry all day if he doesn't have a stuffed kitty cat.
Maybe you could go home and get it.
In this weather?
Johnny, Mom is right. Just go get the cat.
And get this stuff off my table.
Right, I'll be back. Save me a plate.
It is like a three-ring circus around here.
Here, shoot, taste it.
Collier, please. I am just trying to get through this. Seems like there's money out there for everybody but me.
Jeez, what about this? Travel expenses and stipends, Southern nonfiction writers. Here.
Huh? Let me see that. Oh. Oh! This is it! And all I gotta do is make a budget and write a proposal and send them a copy of my first chapter.
See? Now taste this and tell me if it's hot and spicy enough for you.
And it's gotta be postmarked by tomorrow.
What are you doing?
I am locking myself in your den.
But-
Don't bother me, Collier. Look, anybody who touches this door is going to lose an arm. I want absolute, utter, complete, hear a pin drop dead silence for the next 4 hours until I am finished. What, Collier? Spit it out. I have work to do.
Oh, I'm just proud of you, Shug, that's all.
Oh, your father would be so proud. This is wonderful, Renee.
I'm so glad you like it, Mama.
Now, what about the pictures for my funeral program?
I was hoping you'd forget. I haven't made up my mind yet. Hello?
Pretty good storm. Winds are picking up.
May I help you with something?
I got a meeting with Joe Lozano, your secretary.
I'm his boss, Renee Jackson.
Virgil Smith.
This is my mother, Mrs. Jackson.
How do you do, ma'am?
Fine, thank you.
Joe did tell me that he was coming in today.
People working on Sunday when he should be going to church.
Mama, please don't start. I told you I will go with you next week.
Preacher's working too. Gotta make his money.
We're working for the church. That's different.
Well, still pretty good scam.
Mr. Smith, would you like to have a seat?
Thank you, ma'am.
I meant in reception.
Who was that?
Mama, I don't know. I just met the man.
Well, I don't like him. Calling the church a scam.
You keep your voice down. He's going to hear you.
You sure you don't be all right up here by yourself?
I'm not going to be by myself. Joe's going to be here any minute.
Well, I will call you when I get home. Be careful.
You be careful driving out there in that storm. Bye-bye. I love you.
Love you more.
Can I offer you a soda while you wait?
Better not. Mama says I've been drinking too much soda lately, and that's why I've been getting all pimply.
Renee, aren't you forgetting someone? I'd like a soda, please.
Sorry, thought you already had one. It's really hot in here.
Go ahead, open that window.
Well, what you doing, Miss Jackson?
Updating my scrapbook, I have saved all the articles from the movement and Mr. Jackson's trials.
Did you see the one I left about the Black Panthers? Huey P. Newton's not afraid of anybody. Carries a gun in plain daylight.
And you expect me to put this in our scrapbook?
No, I'm just trying to keep you up to date.
Oh, is that so? And where did you get that article?
One of the boys in Black Students Unite had it.
Oh, you mean Cedric? Oh, don't look at me so surprised. Your daddy told me you have a friend that's a boy in your class.
Oh, Cedric's not in our class. He's a senior.
And me.
A senior?
What's the matter with you?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm feeling kind of woozy.
Oh, now don't go and try to change the subject.
Oh, no, really, Miss Jackson. I'm burning up. I feel.
You are running a fever. Those aren't just pimples, that's chicken pox. Like to me, I think you...
Yes, ma'am.
I think chicken pox too.
Lie to us, Renee.
I didn't lie.
You didn't tell us, which is as good as lying. I don't like these new friends of yours. They are too militant.
No, they're not.
They're changing who you are. And I don't want you seeing them anymore.
Mama!
And you are grounded until your father gets back from Selma next week.
That's no big deal.
Oh, that's 2 weeks. Shall we go for 3?
Up to you.
I don't know what's gotten into you lately.
What's gotten into Mom lately? She's really serious about this grant stuff, huh?
Well, Renee kicked her butt in the Scrabble and got her all riled up. You and Ajani should check out the internet for college scholarships and see if you can find some extra cash. Help out with expenses.
Maybe in a few years.
I thought you were going to roll in January.
I don't have time for school, Daddy. We need money. Bad. We're barely covering our expenses, and we want to pay you and Mom back for the hospital bill and the $5,000 you loaned us. So I got a job.
What?
You're looking at the new assistant manager at Cost Savers.
What about Emmett?
Johnny's gonna stay home with him. He cut back to part-time at the pharmacy. That way he can work on the business plan. He's got this great idea for small business.
Are you out of your mind?
Daddy, we had to do something. The cost of diapers alone is killing us.
So, Ajani's going to stay home and you're going to work full time. What kind of mother are you?
Working mother, I guess. I don't like it either. But this job pays $20,000 a year, plus benefits. After 2 years, I can join the 401k plan. At least I'll have my own desk.
And you're going to be sitting at that desk for the next 30 years if you don't go to college.
Daddy, I don't even know what I want to do or what I want to study. We'd be throwing money away when I could be making good money now. And Johnny knows what he wants to do. You've got to hear his idea.
I don't care about any cockamamie idea. Kel, you are not doing this.
Yes, I am. I have to. We're not going to make it otherwise. I start on Monday.
Kelly, go to your room.
Daddy, you can't do that anymore.
I drove all the way home and realized that Miss McGillicuddy was in the back seat. Did you hear the news? There's a tornado alert. The storm could get worse.
Oh,
You all right in there, Miss Jackson?
thank you.
You want some help?
No, I've got it. Thank you.
Come on now. Come on, move over. I got it. Over there?
Yes, please. Careful. The floors.
1,000. 2, 1,000. 3, 1,000. 4. We just do that when we were just kids.
Me too. No, really. I can manage from here.
No, you can't. I seen you struggling. Was on with the lady. I got time to kill. Let me move you, Miss Jackson. You don't have to worry about them. They don't bite. Oh, well, except maybe for this one. That's my girl, Molly. You know, that's from when I was just a little kid. My stepdad had a shoot after she took a chunk out of his thigh.
Must have really loved your dog.
Oh, I love all animals. You know, I had a bobcat for about a minute and then a monkey, and he ran away.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. You can keep them, but you gotta be careful not to change their nature. I got a whole menagerie on my back. Go on, lift up my shirt. I'll show you.
No, please. That's
Some
all
of the
right.
finest tattoo art you'll see in Alabama. You know, I know guys that like to cut my skin right off just to have it. Come on.
No, I will take your word for it.
See now? You're just gonna make me take my shirt off. Now that there, Miss Jackson, that is the true circle of life. Everything feeds off of something else to survive, but don't nobody mess with that snake. You know, that took 10 hours, a couple of bottles of Jack to finish that. My friend Inked put the idea. It's all mine.
That's very impressive, Mr. Smith. May I ask you exactly why you're here to see Mr. Lozano today?
He's helped me get a license to sell exotic animals. That ain't got nothing to do with Satan or the devil, if that's what you're thinking. See, I leave the battle between good and evil up to you Christians. This here, that's my religion. It's atheist.
Mr. Smith, if you'll excuse me, I'll be right back. Joe, where the hell are you?
You know, I don't kiss and tell, Renee. I'm helping a friend unclog a gutter.
Then put your snake away and get over here. There's a Virgil Smith waiting for you.
Oh, damn, I forgot.
Who is he?
He's an ex-con on parole. I'm helping him petition the parole board to have his political and civil rights restored. They turned him down, and now he wants to sue.
He didn't tell me that. He never mentioned anything about his civil rights.
That wouldn't be the first time a parolee's lied.
What did he do?
I don't know. I was going to get into all that today. I didn't think you'd have a problem with this one. Alabama's stance on disenfranchising felons is criminal. Seemed like this case was right up our alley.
Look, we'll talk about it more when you get here.
I'm on my way.
All right. Bye-bye.
Getting a low down on me, huh? Why don't you just ask me?
I did ask. And you lied.
Wasn't a lie. I gotta get my civil rights back before the state will let me get a professional license. Can't vote in any election. Can't even own a gun to go hunting with.
Then why didn't you say that?
Because some people act weird when they find out you've been in prison, Miss Jackson.
Mr. Smith, I have represented clients with criminal records before. What exactly were you arrested for?
Which time?
Why don't we just start at the beginning?
I started out boosting parking meters when I was 9. And then I ended up in juvie until my 18th birthday.
You've been in prison your whole life?
Yes, ma'am, state raised. Now, I know I got caught and all, but I was damn good at what I did. You know, I went a whole 2 years before I got sent down on Class C felony. Then I maxed out after 4. That's story, Morning Glory.
But you're on parole now.
Yeah. This last time, me and a buddy, we hit this pet store. Gave me 18 years. Got out in 7.
Why not 6? You're eligible for parole after you've served a third of your sentence.
Parole board denied me. See, I won't go to AA because there's a lot of religious bull crap that I don't believe in, so I started what's called rational recovery. See, it doesn't preach at you about a higher power. The only higher power is me.
18 years is a Class B felony. That tells me that you were armed, that you had a gun.
It'd be pretty stupid to try to home rob somebody without one.
Was anyone hurt?
Well, my feelings are hurt right now. Asking all these questions, you're not my lawyer. I'm waiting for Mr. Lozano.
His clients are my clients, Mr. Smith.
Let's just say I did what I had to do.
What does that mean?
It means if I put a gun in your face, don't be a hero. It means if you're stupid enough to pull a gun and it comes down to me or you, it ain't gonna be me.
We'll talk about this further when Mr. Lozano gets
When
here.
I shot him, he didn't die. But he saw my face. Looked like he was gonna end up a cripple anyway. So I put that poor bastard out of his misery. Don't you want to know how? Broke his neck.
Mary Elizabeth, I think you better get out here before I blow a gasket. We got a situation. The kids have decided they're not going to college. Ashani's got some harebrained scheme going, and Kelly's decided to take some dead-end job. She won't listen to me, Suge. You got to talk to her. Mary Elizabeth?
pouring out there. I don't think Mr. Lozano's gonna make it, so you may as well go.
Why can't you help me? His clients are your clients, right?
I'm sorry, but I have to go.
So go. I'll wait for Lozano.
Mr. Smith, I'm closing
Miss
up.
Jackson, I'm not leaving.
Okay? Do what you want. I think I forgot something.
What are you doing?
You gave him to me.
Did not. I got him from you.
Doctor says you two are to be quarantined for the next 10 days.
I am not going to be stuck in here with her for 10 days.
You're not to leave this room until those nasty sores crust over. You hear? Your father's never had chickenpox, and they can be very dangerous for adults.
Can't we just quarantine her somewhere else, like in the basement or outside with Rebel?
Well, I think we should just send you to the hospital.
Girls, please.
I know. May Elizabeth can move into Johnny's room.
Teresa.
Hush up now, both of you. I don't want to hear any more of this nonsense on where you're going to stay, or you'll both be in the doghouse. Here, cover yourselves. And no more bickering.
I wish I was dead.
So do I.
Hey, honey, I'm making chicken for dinner, and where do you think you're going?
Black Students Unite is having a meeting.
Didn't you hear me say that you were grounded?
Even for meetings?
Especially for meetings.
We're talking about the Black Panthers. We want to come up with our own 10-point program for school.
I don't care if you're rewriting the 10 Commandments for the next 3 weeks. You're not going anywhere.
This is so stupid.
What did you say?
Nothing. But if Daddy were here, he'd let me go. He understands you don't know anything.
I know that you wouldn't treat your father this way, sneaking out and talking back. What happened to the sweet little baby I brought home from the hospital?
Can't I go for just an hour?
No, Renee.
Okay, then I'll just stay for half an hour, then I'll be back.
If you're thinking about knocking me down, you better make sure I can't get back up again. Don't let me have to tell you again.
Can I use the phone, or am I grounded from that, too?
You get on that phone and you'll see. I'm calling the police.
Why? I didn't do nothing to you. You asked me to leave, so I was leaving.
Then why are you still here? Mr. Smith, please turn the lights back on.
Must have been the storm. I didn't touch them. No, I didn't really break nobody's neck. I shot him because he pulled a gun on me.
While you were robbing him.
Seriously, Miss Jackson, I was just kidding before.
You've got one hell of a sense of humor.
If I wanted to, I can get in there. But you think a locked door is gonna keep me out? You owe me an apology. I didn't do nothing to you, and you're acting all scared.
Well, look at what you're doing.
You look. All right. You're right. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I'll go. I'm going.
Thank God.
Emmett's finally asleep. Daddy, that smells so good.
Yeah, and I'm hungry.
Well, hold that thought, because as soon as Miss Sims gets back, we're going to eat.
Oh, and Davis, he's outside filming The Storm.
Well, so much for a Sunday with the family.
That's okay. We got your back.
But Kelly tells me you're thinking about starting up a business.
Oh, man, well, I got this idea, and it's been kind of a dream of mine for a while.
Johnny, dreams are fine, but you think you're going to be able to do that and take care of Emmett at the same time?
Well, I'll be working from home. I'm going to do it on the internet.
.coms are doing just great right now.
It's not a .com, Daddy.
Well, starting up a business is like having another baby. The hours you two are going to have to keep, woo! You'll be lucky to see each other, much less Emmett.
No doubt. It's going to take a lot of hard work, but we're thinking of the long run. And we want the best for Emmett. And we want a house. And we could use a new car, nice furniture.
Furniture, period.
Yeah, and it's gonna take money for all that.
Well, when Mrs. Sims and I started out, we couldn't afford any of that.
And if you had money, all your problems would have been solved.
But that's not the point. See, you have to take care of the family first.
Exactly. That is why I'm working. And when Johnny's business gets started, we won't have to worry about the money. Tell him your idea.
Don't wait a minute. You shouldn't only have to worry about money. I mean, you gotta work, and it's great you want to start your business and all, but you have to do it now. It took me 20 years to get my business started.
All due respect, Mr. Sims, I know you felt that you had to wait, but I don't. I want to do it now and start socking away some serious cash for our future.
What are you still doing here?
Hear that? I think somebody stuck in the elevator. It wasn't working when I
You
left.
said you were leaving.
I did leave. Storm's got worse. I had to turn around.
Mr. Smith, you cannot stay here.
The elevator's not working.
Then use the stairs.
That is how I went down, and then I heard this voice.
Listen.
I don't hear anything.
Listen.
Renee! Renee Jackson! Anybody? I'm stuck! Help!
Me?
No, it's Hannibal Lecter.
What are you doing down there?
Having my nails done. What are you doing? I've been screaming my lungs out for 10 minutes.
Why didn't you tell me you were coming over?
Because I wasn't coming over. I was going to the copy shop to make copies, but their power went out, so I decided to come over here. And it's all your fault.
My fault?
Because you made me so mad that I found a grant to help me finish my book.
Don't you worry, honey. We're gonna get you out.
Who is that? You got a man up there?
This is Virgil Smith speaking, ma'am.
Who are you?
He's a client of Joe's.
There should be a door on the ceiling. Just pop that off. Climb on up the ladder.
No, honey, don't do that. Stay where you are. Don't tell her to do that. What if it starts moving and she falls or gets crushed or something?
It's gonna move. It must have sorted out when the lights went out. Plus, if you wanna, you could go down and try and fix it.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Gotta disconnect and reconnect the circuits. Real easy if you know what you're doing. I've done it before.
Hello? Did you forget about me?
I'm sure you have, but I don't want anything to happen to her.
What do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know, but...
Hey!
That's right. You don't. You think you do, but you're wrong about me, Miss Jackson. Now, do you want me to help your friend out? Or not?
Y'all come and get it. Help yourself. I don't know what happened to Mary Elizabeth.
So, Mr. Sims, let me tell you about this business I want to start up.
National
Hold on a second, Johnny.
issued a tornado warning for Shelby, Jefferson, and Adams counties. Doppler radar indicates severe thunderstorms moving east
Kelly,
at
come
60
here.
miles per hour. All residents are advised to take cover now. Find substantial
Where is
shelter. Located
Kelly!
and or near the path.
Davis, get in here.
Put the lights.
It's a tornado warning. I'm gonna get some flashlights.
I'm gonna get in there.
Shell City.
Daddy, I'm worried about Mom.
So am I. She's been gone a half an hour. Copy shop's only 5 minutes away. Call over there and see if she's left yet.
Daddy, the phone's not working.
Try the cell phone. It's in the pantry. Davis, get in here.
Dad, you've got to see this. I think it's a funnel cloud.
I know there's a tornado warning. Put down the camera, get some blankets and some candles, and get yourself in the basement.
Scout, come here, boy.
Daddy, this battery isn't charged.
Davis, didn't I tell you to recharge that thing?
No, I don't think so.
Well, from now on, that's your job. I'm gonna go get your mother.
Daddy, no.
Something might have happened to her. So get yourself in the basement.
I'll come with you.
I know I can't tell you to get up to your room anymore, so I'm telling you, get your baby and your husband, get in the basement now!
Virgil here to the rescue, ma'am.
Well, Virgil, I could just kiss you.
Be my guest, Mary Elizabeth.
I'm a married woman.
No wedding ring.
Oh, gosh, I must have left that by the sink this morning. You know, all this humidity, my fingers swell up.
Huh. Is that well you know Miss Jackson?
Oh, we've been friends forever.
Good. Maybe with you being here, she'll calm down. She's in a mood.
Oh?
She'll tell you, I'm sure.
I want to show you something in my office.
Hey, don't forget who got you out of there.
Get me out of here. Tracy's driving me crazy.
I know. I'm like a political prisoner.
You mean a prisoner of love?
I'm still gonna meet Cedric and everybody.
You are?
The kids are meeting at the soda shop later, and I'm going. I don't care what my mother says. She makes me so mad.
Why? I like your mother.
That's because she's not related to you. She's always smiling and asking me what I'm doing. I wish she would just go away.
Mary Elizabeth, you'll get chicken pox all over that telephone.
Oh, Renee, I gotta go. Bye.
Me too. Bye.
Better hurry up with that homework, Spaz. Mama said little Collier's gonna hand it in for us tomorrow.
I can't do this math. I'm just gonna have Collier tell Miss Norman that I'm sick.
Stupid's more like it.
I'm not gonna let Collier hand in your homework. And if he does, I'll never speak to him again.
Well, he should be so lucky. Maybe it's time he find a new girlfriend, like Della Mae Connor. She's much prettier than you are.
Shut your pot hole, Teresa. Collier would never go out with Della Mae.
You better watch it, you little leper.
You're a leper.
Yeah, but you're just about the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
Well, I hope your spots never go away.
You might have chicken pox after all.
I'm fine, Mama. Stop fussing over me.
Do you know when I was 15, I stopped talking to my mother for a whole summer? I didn't even say one word to her. Not even hello. Not even I love you. Well, I'll let you get your rest. I love you. Good night, sweetheart. Renee, honey?
I was just opening the window. I think you might be right about the chicken pox. I feel hot.
It's cold out there in the night air. You better take your blue sweater. I'm disappointed in you, Renee. If you want to sneak out like a thief in the night, if that's the kind of young lady you want to be, I won't stop you.
Truth? Never.
Johnny, get Scout from under the stairs.
It's okay, Davis. He's just scared. He doesn't know what's happening, don't you, boy?
Hope my parents are okay. They don't even have a basement.
Yeah, Grandma and Grandpa. Come on, Davis. Not now. Put it down. Daddy, what happened? Where's Mom?
The coffee shop was closed. I drove around, but the window almost blew my truck over. Come on, Davis, get in here.
It's gonna be okay. Mom knows how to take care of herself.
I hope you're right. It'll be okay. You should protect her, wherever she is. Please, God, please.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry.
You sent that homicidal maniac down in the elevator with me.
I mean, I had no choice. I wanted to get you out. Honey, you know, it really isn't safe to be in here.
Don't you dare think about unlocking that door.
But it isn't safe. What do you think that tornado siren means?
I'll take my chances with the Twister. I'm not going back out there with the Boston Strangler.
Sure he ever really strangled anyone. Oh, he just shot them.
He took a life, Renee.
It doesn't mean he's gonna take our life. Besides, he did his time.
He's still doing it. He probably shouldn't even be out on parole.
Maybe he's been rehabilitated.
You can't rehabilitate somebody who hadn't been habilitated in the first place. Besides, if you have so much faith in him, what are you doing locked in here with me?
Overreacting?
I don't think so. And neither do you.
I don't know what I think anymore.
Jax, you all need to get out of there. Get away from those windows.
He's right, you know.
Well, thanks for the heads up on that, Virgil, but I think we'll just ride it out in here.
Come on. Come on. You're safe right here. Come on.
Looks like a tornado is blown through this room. What happened?
It just kind of broke.
Lamps don't spontaneously shatter, Mary Elizabeth.
She did it. I did not. She threw her dirty old shoe at me.
That's enough. I believe Teresa's right. I think it's time one of you moved into Johnny's old room. I don't want to have to do this, but you leave me no choice. You girls figure out which one it's going to be.
See what you did? You have to stop being so mean to me, Teresa. You're mean to me, too. Yeah, but you always start it. I'm not stupid and I'm not a spaz. When you say those things, it just makes me want to hit you. Well, you didn't want a truce. Yeah, well, I changed my mind. I don't want to move into Johnny's room. Neither do I. So, for the next 10 days, I'll try to pretend that you're not my horrible sister, but someone I actually like. Me too.
Good morning. Is there anything left for breakfast?
You're such an independent young lady, I wasn't sure you were coming to breakfast.
I guess I'll just have juice. What are you doing?
Nothing you'd be interested in, I'm sure.
Is that another article about Daddy for the scrapbook?
No. It's about the Lowndes County Freedom Organization, a voting rights group right here in Alabama. And their symbol is the Black Panther. Huey P. Newton says that's where he got the idea to name his group. But I'm sure you didn't know that, did you?
No, ma'am.
I'm just trying to keep you up to date.
Here, let me put that in the book. Where are all the clippings?
And the other book. I got that one so you can start your own. But you don't have the time to do that now. You're gonna be late, Renee.
Maybe we could work on our scrapbooks tonight.
Oh, you're not going out tonight?
No, ma'am. I'll be home right after school. Bye, Mama. I love you.
I love you more.
Look at Mama's pictures.
Well, it could have been a lot worse. I think you got off pretty easy. Just, you know, a busted window and 1 hour of drama.
I can't deal with this right now. I'm gonna call the building managers when I get to Mama's. Pray to God she's all right.
Yeah, call you and the kids, too. I gotta go. Wait a minute. What about that Charles Manson guy out there? You gonna take his case?
Hell no.
You better find a nice way to tell him or he might get all crazy on us.
Mrs. Smith? Miss Smith!
Well, he didn't even say goodbye.
Pray to God I have seen the last of him.
He's hiding in the stairwell.
You take the elevator?
Never again in my life.
Stairs. Joe!
Came over as soon as I could.
I'm gonna kill you.
Get in line.
I just ran into Virgil,
Speaking of murder,
and he said he had a message. Judge not lest you be judged. I'm assuming you know what that means?
You know what? I don't care. Virgil Smith is not now, nor will he ever be a client.
Come on, Renee, you've represented murderers before. You almost dated one.
It's not what he did. It's who he is. He's a manipulative, antisocial control freak who spent the last hour trying to intimidate us, and I am not inclined to help someone like that get their rights back. Understood?
Understood.
Oh, I called all around trying to find you. We were so worried. We? Me and Buddy. Oh, my Buddy. Oh, Mama's here.
It sounded like the wind was gonna whip this house right up off the ground. I thought the end of the world was coming.
But are you all right, Mama?
No. I was sitting here trying to write my eulogy, and I realized I don't want to die.
Oh, Mama.
I mean, I know. I just have to stop this funeral foolishness. I mean, I got too much life left in me to be thinking about dying.
I am so glad to hear you say that because those photos you gave me, they're ruined.
Oh, what happened?
Let's just go make a cup of tea. I'll tell you all about it.
A sigh that is wafted across a troubled wave. 'Tis a wail that is heard upon the shore. 'Tis a dirge that is murmured around the lowly grave.
Oh, are you okay?
Hard times
Where's Daddy?
come again
Where's Daddy?
no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Oh, hard times come again no more.
It still amazes me how a tornado can hit one block and completely miss another one right next to it.
Yeah, kind of like God bowling a spare instead of a strike.
So what do you plan on doing first?
Getting out of your way. I already called my parents.
What's the hurry? And at least let me make you breakfast.
Oh, we've been here long enough. Davis, Collier!
But it's only been one night. You know you can stay here as long as you like.
Look, if my family got any more comfortable here, I would have to peel their fingers off the staircase.
That wouldn't be such a bad thing.
Look, we have done this before, all right? I alone drove you crazy. The entire Sims family would drive you stark raving mad.
And how can I help?
By getting my family down here. Davis, Collier!
Hey, where's the fire?
Time to go. We've imposed on Renee long enough. Mom and Daddy are expecting us.
Why can't we just stay here?
Because we're staying there. You see, his hand's already wrapped around the staircase. And we can take a look at the house on the way over.
Haven't you seen the rubble, Mary Elizabeth? There is no house.
I'm sure there are some things that we can salvage from our yard. If not our yard, maybe somebody else's.
Do you really want to go? I mean, right now?
Collier, we have things to do. We have to take pictures for the insurance company. We've got to start cleaning up that mess.
Mom, why are you in such a hurry to see what God took away from us?
God hasn't taken anything away from us. Why, this was Mother Nature's fault.
Yeah, right. I do something bad, I get grounded. God wipes out our street, and someone else takes the fall.
You sound like God has it in for us or something.
I'm starting to wonder.
Well, look, we're gonna get through this. It's just a little bump that we've hit, and we're just gonna roll right over this little bump like every other one. All right? Right, Collier?
Are y'all about ready? Come on, let's get a move on. Scout, come on now.
All right. Thanks, honey.
You stay strong.
Talk to you later.
You guys sure you have everything?
Any day now, I will hear you say goodbye, my love, and you'll be on your way. In my wild, beautiful world, you will have flown. Easy now, I'll be gone alone.
Can you imagine everything but the clothes on your back gone?
How's Mrs. Sims taking it?
A little too well. I think I'm going to take the afternoon off and support her through it. Good morning, Max.
Counselor, hell of a twister. Twisting the night away. Whoa.
You have a good day, Max.
By the help and the grace of God.
Hey, you got some change, lady? Don't answer me, that bitch! You got some spare change, mister? Sorry.
Not today, tomorrow. Well, we lost everything. The insurance... Oh, you've got copies of all of that. Oh, well, that's great. That's great. Well, all right, I'll see you tomorrow then. Thank you so much. Bye now. Well, the insurance adjuster will meet us tomorrow to survey the damage.
That sounds great, Mary Elizabeth.
You know, Collier, ignoring this doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Well, what do you want from me, Mary Elizabeth? I just don't feel like going over there right now.
Anybody ready for lunch?
Oh, Mama.
I am. Come on.
I told you, I don't want you to go to any trouble.
Oh, I had to go shopping anyway. I got the soda Davis likes. Where is he?
He went for a walk.
He sure has been quiet.
I'll take this in there. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Like father, like son.
Well, I better jump on these dishes.
Oh, no, Mama. No, I'll do it. I'll do that.
Honey, relax. Give yourself some time to adjust.
I'm fine, really.
What, honey?
Oh, my goodness.
What's the matter?
My ring.
Where is it?
Maybe... Atlanta?
Did you stop at any tornado damage?
My apartment building has a lifespan of a cockroach. After nuclear war, it would still be standing.
Paul? Paul, would you please do me a favor and mail out Mrs. Sims' grant proposal? The address is already attached.
Okay, no problem.
How's Paul working out?
Fine. He just stares a lot.
He's got to look at you to read your lips. Well, obviously, I need to be more adamant about these 10:30 a.m. staff meetings. Where's Carrie?
Finishing up loose ends with his last case.
And Stacy?
I'm right here.
Glad you could join us.
I'm sorry. I had to deal with this vagrant who practically tricked me on my way in because I wouldn't give him any money.
We may need to start wearing body armor.
Body armor, Joe? Don't you think you're being a little dramatic?
What? Well, sometimes they spit on you.
Since they started closing the surrounding parks at night, there's been a real influx of the homeless around here.
They've always been here. This is downtown.
Maybe so. But I don't want to be forced to pay a toll in order to get into this building. We've had complaints from several of our clients as well.
Yeah, well, maybe I need to nip this in the bud before it gets out of hand.
Well, you know, the county jail isn't too far from here.
Now who's being dramatic?
Oh, stop being so dramatic, Renee. What time?
Around 6?
How many girls are we talking about?
15.
15?
5 then, plus Emmy.
Well, that sounds more like it. All these girls go to the same school with you?
3 of them do. A couple are from church.
Are they all in this group, Black Student Unite?
Yes.
Well, I'll need to speak with each one of these girls' parents.
Mama, couple of these girls are 16. You don't need to talk to their parents.
I need to know who's coming in my house.
It's my house, too. And since you've made it perfectly clear that I'm not going too far from it anytime soon, I think I should be able to invite some friends over without getting the 3rd degree. Ma'am.
Then what'd she do?
Turn back to snapping beans.
Then what'd you do?
Brace myself to be popped.
Oh, then what did she do?
And me.
Sorry. So, we having ourselves a slumber party or what?
Yes?
Okay, what time should I be there?
Around 6. Make sure you bring your sleeping bag.
Okay.
Aren't you girls forgetting one thing?
What?
There's no way in hell your parents are gonna let you spend the night at Renee's house.
You don't know that.
How long have I known you?
5 years.
Like I said, there's no way.
Okay, we get it,
He's right, Emmy. Your dad's not gonna let you spend the night with a bunch of colored girls.
Well, I'll be there. Just haven't figured out how yet.
Bet you don't.
Bet you I do.
$5.
Oh, you're on, Collier Sims.
What is it?
Looks like some sort of exercise equipment.
That would definitely belong in the not ours pile.
Mom, we're never gonna find your ring.
Hey, I already found some photos and some pots and pans in your dad's robe.
It's useless. I mean, this is all just a bunch of junk.
Don't be glad you're actually alive or anything.
Shut up, Kelly.
Hey, if I'd known y'all were gonna do nothing but get on each other, I'd have left you home.
We are home, Mom. That's the problem.
I'm surprised Father Sims isn't deep in prayer by now.
Hey, he's just trying to adjust all this.
Mom, all he lost is stuff, okay? I almost lost my baby. He's not the only one going through something.
Yeah, well, right now he feels like he is, so just cut him a little slack, would you?
I was up all night watching Emmett because every sound in that apartment made me jump. So cut me a little slack, okay?
Well, the baby is fine, and you have your own life and a roof over your head, and right now Davis feels like he doesn't have either one of those, okay?
Is there anything I can do to help you with over here? Hi. My name's Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
We're mental health volunteers, and we're ready to talk at a moment's notice.
Oh, well, thanks, appreciate it. But me and my family, we're fine, right, Cal?
Yeah. Excuse me.
How are you doing?
Oh, me? I'm happy to be alive.
Is this your home?
Yeah. But you know, it's just things.
Right. But those things really matter, we found. Look, the number's on the back of the brochure if you change your mind.
Well, thank you.
What was that?
Where's it coming from? Sounds like somebody, like a baby.
Mom? Mommy, okay?
It's a doll.
Feng shuiing this office didn't quite work, did it?
That's because I was rudely interrupted before I could finish. What's this?
You got your wish. The building manager is circulating a petition to kick the homeless out from in front of this building.
To where?
Does it matter?
Well, did they present them with other alternatives?
I doubt it.
Lakeisha, I know you have a problem with this, but the homeless just can't go around accosting people. Just this morning, that guy called us bitches.
Well, he was an idiot.
Well, those are the idiots that people identify as being the homeless.
So are you going to sign the petition?
Yes, Emmy, but if you snatch the flashlight from me
Well, if you would just leave it still.
Honey, it's getting late. We should go.
I remember I was in the kitchen, and that would have been right around here. I remember that because it was humid, and my fingers swell when it gets humid. I had taken it off and put it right on the sink, the sink. Shine the light around here, right here.
What happened to the woman who said the only thing that mattered was that her family was safe?
That was before I discovered that the only piece of gold that I own and probably ever will own was missing from my finger. Collier gave up a lot of beer for that ring. Come on, shine that light around here. Unbelievable.
What, did you find it?
Not the ring. Davis's Bible. Oh, this is a very, very, very good sign. Maybe it'll even get him out of his funk. Oh, he's gonna be so happy.
Hey! What about your ring?
It's just a ring. You were absolutely right. The most important thing is that my family is safe. Anything that's left or not left doesn't matter. Come on. We can go now.
Let's go outside.
Here you go. Warm up. Davis, honey, if you're hungry, I'm fixing breakfast.
She's gonna grab some juice.
Mary Elizabeth, why do you insist upon cooking with all this food here? The neighbors went to so much trouble to make you feel welcome.
Did you hear that, Davis? If we don't eat, we're insulting the neighbors.
I said I'm not hungry.
Oh, good news. I found your Bible last night in the rubble. Isn't that great?
Not interested.
But in the Bible or life in general?
Take your pick.
You have got to talk to him.
He just needs some time to himself, Shug. Don't push.
I should probably go wake up your father.
Don't push. Don't push. Do you know that he has not done one thing to move this process forward? Not one.
Honey, he's in mourning, which is something you have yet to do, which is scaring the hell out of me.
Well, I'll tell you what. When I'm ready to give myself a pity party, you'll be the first to get an invitation. How's that?
Okay, look, why don't I take the day off? We could, I don't know, hang out, maybe go shopping.
Well, that happens to be number 6 on my list, right after clean house.
You're cleaning the house?
I don't want Mother to even notice we're here.
Well, then you better create a number 7 on that list. Stop deluding yourself.
That's right. He's one of the best. I guarantee he'll do
That is the 3rd job he's turned down.
I mean, maybe he just doesn't want to go right back to work. It's only been 2 days.
It's the opportunity he's been waiting for all his life. He needs to take advantage.
Mary Elizabeth, I think your mom's out of beer. I'm gonna go make a run.
Well, you know, we have that meeting with the insurance adjuster later.
You might have to take it yourself.
Number 20. Give Collier a piece of my mind.
What was that for? Another few inches, you would have been squishing all the way to your office. Squish, squish.
Did I do something to you?
The petition. You signed it. Oh, yeah. It ain't a lot we don't hear about. People assume we're invisible, and I thought you were different.
Max, that petition had nothing to do with you. Just those people.
Those people? Those people happen to be me, baby.
I'm talking about your friend over there. Clients have complained, and people have a right to feel safe and comfortable in their place of business.
Well, what about our place of business? Aren't we allowed to feel comfortable and safe?
Of course you are, but what about shelters? Wouldn't that be easier? I mean,
I didn't choose this life, counselor. This is the card I was dealt. And how I played is my own damn business.
I just don't know what got into her. She's never acted like that before.
Acted like what? Homeless?
That's not what I meant.
What happened?
Nothing. It was just an accident.
Renee discovered that the homeless woman she gives coffee to has feelings.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry. She heard about the petition.
Well, how did you hear about the petition?
She's homeless, not deaf.
Okay, Lakeisha, what do you propose we do? Clients no longer want to meet here, and you can't walk 2 feet without somebody bum rushing you for money. We did not create homelessness.
No, Ronald Reagan did.
Oh, that is such a load of crap. The deinstitutionalization of the mentally ill began in the 50s. And what about drug addicts and alcoholics? Did he put them in the street, too?
Stacy, they make up a very small percentage of the homeless.
But that's who we see.
Max is not an alcoholic.
How do you know that? You just refuse to see that she's just like everybody else down there. How about this? The fastest growing homeless demographic is single women with children.
Lakeisha, I'm aware of the statistics. I know that there's a shortage in public housing. I know there are problems with the shelters.
Even though there are shelters, they choose to live on the streets.
Oh, and would you choose to live on the streets? Did Mrs. Sims choose to have her home blown away?
Lakeisha, that's different.
That's because we know why Mrs. Sims is homeless. Look, we are all just a few paychecks and a disaster away from being homeless.
These are all extenuating circumstances.
Do you know what Max's circumstances are?
Hey, Charles.
Paul.
Can I ask you a question? Sure. Can you take what go out with me?
Well, let's see. She's in her late 20s. She's single, workaholic. We got a shot.
Would you have a problem with me being
deaf? But if she does, then move on, because if she can't get...
So, I'm at wine. Would you have a pumpkin bean wine?
Well, let's see. She's militant, listens to angry rap, not a shot in hell.
Oh, if I had to stand in one more line, I was gonna scream.
This was fun, honey. But what's the real reason you wanted to shop?
Well, Grandma, ever since I started high school, we haven't been seeing that much of each other. You know, not like we used to.
Spill it.
Okay, so Renee's having a sleepover on Saturday, and I want to go.
And where do I fit in?
Well, you let me come over and spend the night at your house.
Sounds harmless enough.
Okay, but here's where it gets a little tricky. I'd really be over at Renee's.
Oh, now I see the problem. You certainly couldn't be in two places at one time.
Right, so we kind of have to keep this a little secret from Mom and Daddy.
You mean lie?
Well, I like to think of it as not coming clean with all the info.
I don't think you give your parents enough credit. Surely they couldn't still have a problem with this.
Wanna bet?
There's no way in hell she's staying overnight in that colored girl's house.
Well, I have to admit, Mrs. Otis, I am a little uncomfortable about all this.
I just don't see why Emmy has to miss a great party because of her narrow-minded parents.
You aren't talking about your son.
And it hurts me to say it, because he can be an idiot sometimes.
Well, I am very fond of Mary Elizabeth, but I have to think of the other girls' welfare. And...
You mean Jimmy? Don't worry. I know how to deal with him as well.
Mrs. Otis, your son, Jimmy O'Brien, once ordered a policeman to put a gun to my head. So, please forgive my reticence in agreeing to have his niece come spend the night.
Of course. An apology would be moot at this point. But Mrs. Jackson, your daughter and my granddaughter are best friends. And certainly that's something worth preserving.
Well, if you can promise me that there'll be no repercussions, have Mary Elizabeth over by 6.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mary Elizabeth! Now, Johnny, you come in here and get your dog.
Daddy, that is not Rebel, and that's not Johnny. That's our dog, Scout.
Don't you be taking up for him. I see him hiding over there behind Collier. Now, you go in there and you clean up that mess your dog made.
Grandpa, I told you I'm not Johnny.
Matt, why don't you and I clean up that mess, okay?
All right. All right, but this is the last time. This boy's gonna have to start learning some responsibility.
Let me get that for you, Matt.
Davis, where are you going?
Anywhere but here.
Listen, we gotta talk. I'm worried about you.
What for? It's not gonna change anything.
That's true. However you look at it, we were without a home, but God...
What God? There is no God.
Now you're scaring me, Davis.
Mom, he's fooling people into thinking he exists. And if he did, there's no way the God that I pray to would do anything like this.
Well, how was Davis in the car?
I tried to get him to talk, but he was quiet all the way to Kelly's. He lightened up, though, when he started playing with the baby.
Oh, good. He needed that. You know, there was a volunteer from the Red Cross who gave me a brochure, and she says that they have these on-staff psychologists. Maybe I should take him over there.
Psychiatrist? Mary Elizabeth.
Well, we've got to do something. I mean, we didn't survive this tornado just to lose him now. Or maybe I should take him to Father Thomas.
I think he's fine. He just needs a little time like the rest of us.
He is really pissed off at God.
Well, I got a few bones to pick with God myself.
Don't be funny.
I'm not joking. I lost my sense of humor when I had to listen to my life being torn apart above my head, and there wasn't a damn thing I could do about it.
Well, you could do something now.
What are you talking about, Mary Elizabeth?
You could start living again. I have heard you turn down 3 jobs at a time when Sims Construction could be on everybody's lips. Now, if you were out there helping other people rebuild their lives, I think you might feel a little better.
It's just that...
What? What, Collier?
What can I say, Mary Elizabeth? It's just that every time I think about moving forward,
All you can think about is what you've lost. Well, let me tell you what I do. I just close my eyes and I think about the worst case scenario. And I let that hurt for a minute. Then I remind myself that that didn't happen and that we're really lucky to be alive. That's working for me.
well, at least one of us has got our head screwed on right. Where's your ring?
Atlanta.
Well, then, I'm just gonna have to buy you another one with a rock on it the size of Alabama. Where's that insurance check?
Oh, bite your tongue. That's going right in the bank tomorrow. I feel guilty about even having it.
Hey, what's the matter, counselor? You feeling guilty?
I'm just asking for 15 minutes of your time. There's $50 in it for you.
So what you want me to do, Jim? You throwing dollar figures around like it ain't nothing.
$50.
You got it bad for charity cases, huh? I'll play along for a while.
Thank you. Max, before, when you said that this was the hand that was dealt to you, what did you mean?
Just that. These streets chose me a long time ago. You know, people think it's the other way around. These streets will keep you if you don't get away from them fast enough.
How'd you get here, Max?
I was married 25 years. No children. And my husband died 3 years ago. And the hospital bills put me in a hole I couldn't climb out of. Next thing I knew, it was either the rent, food. Food went out. So here I am, 55 years old.
Didn't you have friends or family that you could turn to?
Not much family. And as far as friends go, I floated around for a while from house to house. They make excuses, you make excuses.
Did you try to get a job?
Who's gonna give a job to a 55-year-old woman who can only type 45 words a minute and never laid a hand on a computer?
What about welfare?
You don't have an address, you can't get welfare. And you can't get welfare unless you have an address. It's a vicious cycle, baby.
Max, I took the liberty of looking into some low-income housing for you.
Your 15 minutes, sugar's up. Up.
Max!
Gotta go.
Max, I'm just trying to help. At least take the money, Max.
The best things in life are free, but you can get them from the birds and bees.
So, did you see that new guy who transferred in? Cute with a capital C.
Who transferred in?
Marlon.
Oh, I don't know.
He's black. You probably didn't notice.
That's not why.
Leave her alone.
I didn't notice him because I have a boyfriend.
Well, Renee has a boyfriend and she noticed him. Shut up. Well, you did notice him, didn't you? Well, you can't help but.
Are we going to talk about boys all night? I just mean, you know, I thought we were going to talk about important stuff like sit-ins and protests.
So you think that's all we do? Emmy, can you help me in the kitchen, please? Will you stop acting like such a dweeb?
Well, as soon as you start acting like Renee Jackson, I know.
See what I mean? I mean, I'm having fun. Maybe you can try and do the same.
Hey, you two, get back in here.
Be on your best behavior, Emmy.
Look at this, you guys. Show them, Edna.
crazy?
That's cool.
If my mom smells smoke down here, I'm dead.
Your mom hasn't been down here in the last couple of hours.
Come on, Renee. You try one, I'll try one. All right, one.
You don't have to.
So how are you girls doing?
Mama.
Can I get you anything? Renee? Are you okay?
Fine.
What on earth was that? Everybody to the back of the house.
What's wrong, Mama?
Just do as I say, Renee.
Mama, it's just like I said. I gotta go to the bank, then I'll be home in about an hour, okay? All right. Bye-bye. What's all this?
I bought you some clothes. And I picked up a few things for Kalia and Davis. Obviously, you had not gotten to item number 6 on your list.
Renee, you didn't have to do this.
Oh, yes, I did. Once I was going to drive myself crazy trying to figure out how to help.
Well, let me write you a check for it right now.
No, honey, that's not necessary.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm rolling in it. In fact, I could buy you clothes.
Emmy, I don't want your money.
Look at this. A check for $10,000 written out to Collier and Mary Elizabeth Sims. Our insurance policy covered everything but the sidewalk. Can you believe it?
Honey, I'm very happy for you, but I'm not taking your money.
All right. Then why don't you just let me write it out for $200 even, okay? And don't think I don't appreciate what you did for me, because I do.
It's all right. I seem to be making a habit of sticking my nose in where it doesn't belong. I need more coffee.
Really? Who else are you buying clothes for?
No one. I've just been trying to help this homeless woman.
Oh? I'm not your only charity case this week?
You are not homeless. You're just less a home.
There's a difference?
Yes, you have options.
That's right. You're absolutely right.
Emmy, every time I look at this woman, I can't help thinking she was a child once. She had a mother, someone who loved her. Now, here she is stripped of her dignity, begging and scurrying every night to find some place to sleep.
Well, you got plenty of room around here.
Well, that's not an answer.
Well, there's no more room at Mama's.
Emmy, I'm serious.
I know. Nobody's found a solution for this yet, have they?
Nope. People keep talking about building more housing, but all anyone ever does is put a Band-Aid on the problem.
You do know you're being a baby about this paper cut.
Yes, I do.
Here, take these in there.
Okay.
I've decided to fight the petition on Max's behalf.
Now? I mean, to switch focus to a situation we have absolutely no control over is, well, at the very least, irresponsible, given the enormity of our workload.
I have to agree with Stacy on this one. Whatever guilt you have about Mrs. Sims being homeless, it should not affect this firm whatsoever.
Whatever my feelings are about Mrs. Sims are none of your business, Joe. The only thing that you need to worry about is the business that concerns this firm.
If we're now in the business of picking every stray dog off the street and giving them their day in court, then maybe I'm in the wrong place.
And maybe you are. But let me reiterate why you are here. First, because I asked you. Second, because I felt you were strong enough to handle that load. And third, because I wanted smart people to help me tackle untouchable issues and maybe bring about some change.
Well, I, for one, am all for change.
Then if there's nothing further, I'd like to get down to business. I'd like to prove that that petition is unconstitutional, that by trying to move the homeless out, it violates their basic civil rights.
Which right is that?
Their right to exist.
I don't see why we need to go out to dinner. There's plenty of food right here.
Now Catherine, the son-in-law has the right to take his family out to dinner.
You ought to be saving your money.
We're okay, Matt. My family's okay.
I don't see how. You haven't got anything.
We got plenty, Dad. We got each other.
What are you so intent on finding, Mary Elizabeth?
My lipstick. It only took me about 20 years to find the shade I like.
You don't have to be proud. We're all family here. Here's a little something to help you out.
Oh, Matt.
That's very thoughtful, dear. This may call you.
Yes, it is. Thank you, man.
All right, now, where's that son of yours?
He's at Kelly's, remember, Dad?
Mary Elizabeth, I'm starving. We'll help you find it later. Come on now.
You can borrow my lipstick, Mary Elizabeth.
No, Mama, I don't want yours. I don't want Renee's. I don't want Kelly's. I want mine.
Why are you getting so worked up over lipstick?
Because I want it.
Well, next time we are out, we can buy some.
I don't want to go to the store and get more. I want mine. Don't you get it? Don't you understand it, damn it? It's not the same.
They're not hurting anybody.
Lakeisha, what's going on?
Petition at work. The businesses around here scream loud enough to get the police to make a sweep.
The paddy wagons and the handcuffs, they're treating them like criminals.
Yeah, that's because they don't know what else to do with them.
Lakeisha!
Oh, hey, boss. Here's a copy of the ordinance.
Thank you.
What's the city charging Max with?
Disorderly conduct, panhandling, trespassing, you name it.
Incredible. This hearing is just a waste of tax dollars. So, are you gonna bring up the petition?
Only if they do. Roses. Big date last night?
Me? A date? No, this is just somebody being funny.
Your Honor, the building in which Miss Jackson herself has her offices, incidentally, is circulating a petition asking the city to enforce ordinances that are already on the books. Their claim is that the growing number of homeless is hindering business.
Which is a direct result of the surrounding parks changing their hours to keep the homeless out.
Miss Jackson, before we go any further, you might want to clarify why your name is part of this petition.
Your Honor, somewhere along the way, homeless became a dirty word, conjuring up images of drug addicts and crazy people talking to themselves. But in the last few days, I've come to discover that being homeless is a situation that any one of us could find ourselves in.
So you're telling me you had a change of heart?
I've been enlightened, Your Honor.
Your Honor, tax-paying citizens should have a choice about whether or not they want to be accosted daily for money when walking into their place of business, and they have made their choice.
But one group of people should not be demonized or criminalized in order to preserve the rights of another.
You're overreaching, Miss Jackson. The city does not want to create criminals, I assure you. I am only here to enforce ordinances that will ensure public order.
But whose public order, Your Honor? Those ordinances only attack the homeless. They don't address or offer up solutions to the problem.
Well, we're not here today to solve society's ills, are we?
No, we're not, Your Honor. But...
What buts? Did your client trespass on private property? No. Or not?
Only if you consider the sidewalk private.
She was on the steps of the building.
Well, Mr. Jenkins, unless you can produce a witness that places Miss Anderson on private property, you know as well as I do you're gonna lose this case. Miss Anderson, you got lucky today. I'm only gonna assess you court costs of $50.
50?
Case dismissed.
Hey, Mary Elizabeth. Hey, Mary Elizabeth.
Oh, hey.
Look where the cat dragged in.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Good. Now I'm gonna go put his stuff away.
Do you have a good time with Emmett?
Yeah, he was great until he started screaming.
Oh, is that why you came home?
Mom, this isn't our home.
Yeah, I know it's not, but it's all we got right now, and it's a lot more than a lot of people have.
How could you be so calm about all this?
Calm? Well, you missed quite a little show from me here last night.
So you are mad?
Oh, that's an understatement.
At God?
At everybody and everything.
Good. Because I just couldn't understand how you could act like this is all okay.
Because I know that this family's going to pull through this.
How?
I just know.
Your faith is way stronger than mine, and I'm the one who's studying to be a priest.
Priests are always tested. You would not be the first up-and-comer to struggle, and you certainly won't be the last. But your prayers did help Emmett pull through, and helped your dad come around.
You know, if you feel like you need to talk to somebody, maybe we could have you talk to one of those mental health people from the Red Cross?
Maybe I should give Father Thomas a call first.
Sure.
Maybe we should call the police.
Tell me truth.
You think that's who's out there? Like Emmy's Uncle Jimmy?
I don't know who's out there. I just have to check the rest of the house.
If it's Uncle Jimmy, I can just tell him to go away.
Your uncle's a cop? Not just a cop. I heard about Jimmy O'Brien. He's Klan. That's the third time someone's flashed their lights in here.
Maybe if you leave with him, he'll leave us alone.
We don't even know it's him.
Only one way to find out.
Mama, what are you doing?
Protecting us. Mary Elizabeth, get away from that door.
Uncle Jimmy, I'll come home with you if you just leave these people alone.
Mary Elizabeth.
Collier?
Who is out here?
It's okay, Mrs. Jackson. It's just Collier.
What are you doing out here this time of night?
Well, Mary Elizabeth forgot to give me her biology notes from biology class.
You could have knocked on the door. You frightened us half to death.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Come on in this house like a civilized person.
False alarm, everybody back inside.
Hey, he's kind of cute.
Hey, he's mine. You owe me $5.
I told you, there would be no need to worry.
All the same, Mrs. Otis, I don't want to make a habit of lying to a child's parents.
I'm the one did all the lying, but I do understand. Well, again, it has been nice getting to know you, Mrs. Jackson.
Oh, thank you.
Come along, Mary Elizabeth.
Bye. Renee, did you have a good time?
Yeah, I had fun.
Good. Because you're grounded for 2 weeks.
What? Why?
I told you I wouldn't stand for any smoking in my house. And if you give me any back talk, I'll add 2 more weeks. And if you slam that door, I'll tell your father about your smoking.
Close myself off for a couple of hours and I can actually get some work done.
Hey, you got some messages?
Thanks.
So you feeling pretty good about what you did for Max?
Matter of fact, I am. Missed her on the stairs this morning, though. Thanks, Paul.
Cookie?
Thank you. You've been picking up a few things, I see.
So you asked her yet?
Ask me what? Yes, I love the roses. Wait a minute. You sent me those roses. Why?
Why do you think? What, he's been trying to get up the courage to ask her out for days. Dinner tomorrow night, pick her up at 8.
Excuse me.
I really appreciate you helping me out like this.
Sure.
No 50, huh? God bless you.
I'm looking for Max. She usually hands me a paper on the stairs, but she wasn't there this morning.
Oh, that's because she's there.
No, I'm sorry. You must be talking about someone else.
I see who you give that coffee to. Max had a heart attack.
A heart attack? Where?
A shelter a few blocks from here. She said she didn't want to die in the street, but nobody knew she was serious. Hey, excuse me, sir, you got some change? Yeah. Cash, maybe.
Okay, remind me why I'm here again?
Because I realize that this family is never going to have closure unless we officially say goodbye to all this, and like it or not, you are family.
So is everybody ready? Let's, everybody join hands.
Bow your heads. Dear God, thank you for protecting us and seeing us through this. and making us stronger. And God bless those whose loss is greater than our own. Davis.
Lord, we're sorry. I'm sorry about doubting you. Please wrap your loving arms around this family and keep and protect us from this day forward. Amen.
Amen. There certainly are a lot of memories here, good and bad, but that's all they are, just memories, and we can take all of those with us. But I think we should say goodbye to those things that we can't take with us. Davis?
Goodbye to one of the biggest Sega collections on the block.
Goodbye to my innocence and my childhood.
Goodbye to keeping this roof over my family's head, and hello to building a newer, stronger one.
Goodbye to a slice of family when I needed one.
Goodbye to our first home, where we made a family and raised our kids, where we laughed and cried and loved, where we now stand in awe and gather strength to move on.